can bring me the 20 immediately and then get me out of the payload bay. Okay. Go ahead. We're ready to resume.
Okay, Rick, resuming motion.
Thank you.
And Garrett Reisman working with Rick Linehan as they resume the motion from Endeavour's cargo bow out toward the mounting for
Okay, Mike, I've got the flag. BRT ready to it and paddles up. Okay, picking up the adjustable as well. Okay.
getting a good look at Linehan on the Canada Arm 2, working at the end of the Columbus Laboratory, wrapping up inspection and installation of the lightweight adapter plate, a base for the missing materials.
Yes, sir.
Linehan on the end of the Canada Arm 2 en route to Endeavour's cargo bay, where he'll retrieve the spare yaw joint for the Canada Arm 2. That yaw joint will be affixed to the exterior of the International Space Station and remain there again to serve as a spare in case of need.
Good motion.
Copy.
Okay, stop motion.
Stop motion.
Gonna go for the dog.
Arm operator Reisman and Greg Johnson moving Linehan down into the cargo bay of Endeavour, where he'll retrieve the first of those two direct current switching units from a sidewall carrier in the orbiter. Then take it up and install it on the station's exterior.
Good, my PGT is stowed.
Excellent. Can remove the BCSU Fran.
Stand by. Okay, Fran's coming off the plate. I'm off, and we can back away, box.
Okay, Rick, we're going to take you medial in the payload bay to clear the VGATs. Please call it when they're clear, and then we'll take you out of the payload bay and over the starboard sill.
Copy, Dan. Remember the other DCSU for clearance also.
Rick.
Ready for motion.
As Rick Linehan is maneuvered back up toward the station now, he has one of the DCSUs, or direct current switching units, that will be placed on the outside of the station. These provide power to the battery charge discharge units that make up part of the overall photovoltaic or solar array system of the International Space Station. As appropriate for this day, the International Space Station flying high above Scotland and Ireland on this St. Patrick's Day as the crew heads toward 4 hours, 50 minutes into this EVA.
And I see motion in, body in towards the ST-2. I see the base edge of it now and the FHRC. Looks like. Yeah, I can see the passive plate.
Bob Benkin on the outside of the Columbus Laboratory, installing an external experiment, mounting that passive experiment container on a lightweight adapter plate assembly.
Endeavor for Missy 6. I'm looking at the workarounds crib sheet.
Endeavor Houston for EVA. What we're suggesting, if this makes sense to you, Mike and Dr. Bob, is go ahead and pull that probe back out and try the pit pin in there without the probe being installed and make sure the hole is clear.
Okay, Steve, I'll go ahead and give that a shot. The pit pins were installed, and I did pull them out relatively freely.
Yeah, good point, Bob. Well, I guess, obviously look for FOD or anything else, any of those little pit pin tethers stuck in there.
Yeah, Steve, I had to work it in to get it to actually seat down relative to the face. I did have to work it in, like you say.
Bob, does it look to you like the probe is not fully seated in the socket?
No, it looks like the probe is fully seated in the socket, and it feels like there's just too much friction on these pins. Steve, there do appear to be some burrs inside of this socket.
And Bob, are those burrs on the where the probe goes into the socket, or where the pin goes into the holes on the socket?
Kind of like the holes that go through the sides of the socket for the pins have a little bit of extra material, and that little bit of extra material is kind of pushing out. It's kind of like the socket's the pin's a pretty tight fit, and it's there's a little bit of material where they've when they drilled these pinholes, that material is kind of not smooth when it broke through the socket hole.
Oh, he's got metal shavings pushed out like a spall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Endeavor Houston for EVA. Okay, for Missy, we're gonna plan right now to reverse course. Do your U-turn, and Bob, if you would take that right back where you found it.
Okay.
Bob Benkin's helmet cam giving a clear view of his work site in the socket interface with the Missy experiment. Ideally, that interface should fit cleanly into that socket and then be secured with those pit pins on the left side of the interface.
Hey, Bob. Going right by you.
Hey, Rick, how are you?
Good. I wish you had a camera now.
Now on board up close and personal with Rick Linehan through his helmet cam as he is maneuvered on the end of the station's arm with the spare direct current switching unit heading back up to the